doing today? Yes, I hope we were doing lovely. Thank you. Now, what is going on today? Now, I know prior to our last session that you was going through some personal problems, especially coming up this day of new age and stuff like that, being your nice little young 40s that you are. So I understand that a lot of things could be complicated, especially with moving around, like just trying to find yourself, right? Yes, I know how extremely difficult that can be as well. So today, before we dive into our session, I just want to go over this Cultragram that I have today. So a Cultragram is a diagram for social workers use just to help us to have a better connection with our clients, just so we can build a better trust system. So that way I can know something about you, and maybe at the end of the session you can learn a little bit something about me. How that sound? Lovely. Okay, so we're going to start with this diagram. So yes, it is a few questions I'm going to ask you based off of you, your family, and stuff like that. But like I said, there's nothing to worry about. I'm just using this diagram just so I can get a little bit more information, and just so that future references that you know that this trust that we have can keep continuously growing, and we don't have to worry about being strangers. How that sound? Thank you, Cord. Now, one of the questions that I do have for you today is that what are your family values? You don't understand? Okay, so my family values is something that I would like to be similar to traditionally like. So one of the family traditions I do have is that we do on Tuesdays that we do like to have Taco Tuesdays. Yeah, that is one of our family traditions, excuse me. Yeah, so what is something like that that you like to do? Do you be relocating a lot? I know how draining that could be. You're trying to be moving around, trying to find a good place to settle down. So how was that like for your family? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Ooh, okay. Yeah, like I said, this is just a diagram to help us social workers to get just more of a better background of your situation. I'm sorry, not your situation, of yourself. I want to get a better background of you. Thank you. What are your religious beliefs? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. Okay. Now, are any other things that you'd like to share with me before we move on? No? Okay. Can you give me a little bit more about your family values? I'm really intrigued with that because I know you said that your family relocate a lot in the U.S., right? They usually relocate a lot in the summertime too. Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you. Would you like to stop right there? I know that using this diagram and trying to fill out everything at once could be a little bit overwhelming. But like I said, I just want to use this to help me help you, just so I can understand you better and just so I can know where you come from, what your beliefs are. Yes, of course. Of course. Thank you so much for coming to our session.